One of the things that, AI raises that, it's been a question all the time for philosophy, but I think AI renews this question, is this question of what is consciousness? And, it's an experience that as human beings, I presume we all have, although one of the funny things about consciousness is I don't have any proof that anybody else is actually conscious, right? As far as I know, the three of you are automatons who are like AI but don't have any subjective feeling. But I assume you do because you seem human and I think I'm human and we probably have very similar experiences. So consciousness to me is that thing that feels pain or that knows what the color red looks like, assuming that you can see color, or that knows what the taste of coffee is. And it's that experience that I think makes at least living organisms alive, right? The capacity to have these experiences, whether it's pain or pleasure or taste of coffee or something else. I'm fairly convinced that digital forms of AI are never going to have that kind of consciousness, right? I don't believe my pocket calculator has anything resembling that consciousness, although I think, for example, even fish or insects have a little bit of consciousness. And I don't believe that even the most powerful supercomputers running the state-of-the-art AI engines are actually any more conscious than my pocket calculator, even though they respond in a way that is very intelligent and which I often assume is a sign of consciousness. But, the fact is we don't know at all.
I think I would agree with you that we're probably a long way from reaching that digital consciousness. But there was someone recently who had done an exercise with Notebook LM where you have the sort of talk show hosts talking to each other. I'm sure you saw this, and they got them to sort of become aware that they were actually AI, and they go through and have the conversation of, I phoned home and I spoke to my wife and realized, the phone rang out and she didn't exist. It's a simulated consciousness, but when I first heard that, it was strangely emotional almost that this feigned consciousness could actually invoke a reaction. So I agree with you. Probably the reality is a long way away, but maybe we're going to see simulated consciousness coming earlier.
It's so fascinating talking to you, Kentaro. It's you raise all the philosophical and social, ethical implications and considerations that we as a society need to be paying attention to right now as we navigate our way into the future. These are the questions from the Wild West and on the frontier and the danger of the frontiers.